Hi, my name is Emily Jensen with Audi Richfield, and today I have a 2022 Audi e-tron GT. This one is the regular GT, not the RS, optioned in Kemora Grey with Performance package, which gives you the black, inverted, honeycomb single frame grille along here. We also optioned it with the black rings and badges, which you'll see here. Something I want to show you here is the huge vents that go along in there for brake cooling and other cooling throughout the battery as well, and the super aggressive wide stance of this. A little bit of trivia about the e-tron GT. It is the lowest and widest production car Audi has ever made. It has a drag coefficient of 0.24 and actually has a lower center of gravity than the R8. This vehicle is pretty striking to look at it. It's got the huge laser headlights. It's got this scoop here for more aerodynamics. It kind of just makes you want to back up and look at it and just go, wow. The GT has a 93 kilowatt hour battery with 800 volt charging technology, which allows you to charge from 5% to 80% in just under 23 minutes. A little fun fact is that thermal management in the battery was developed with Porsche, much like how the RS2 was developed with Porsche, which is a pretty cool fact about it, and so that's how you know these two brands are definitely intertwining a ton of different things between the Taycan and the e-tron GT. Now taking a walk around this side, where you can see how long and low this car is, how far down it sits on the ground. You can see here the little side vent. You can see these super aggressive quattro bolsters that definitely brings your eye along this way as well. Big wheels that only accentuates those quattro bolsters even more. Something else I really like is how these taillights wrap all the way around, almost like a panoramic photo. Moving over here, I wanted to highlight this side's charger. So this is where the charging port is on this side. Push to release, come in like that. The driver's side is capable of charging on level 1 and level 2. If you want to see more specifics on how to charge your vehicle and how to install the charger, watch my How to Charge Your Audi e-tron GT video, which I will link in the bottom of the description. All right, so now the e-tron GT has two motors, one in the front, one in the rear. The one in the front is a little bit less powerful than the one in the rear. In the rear, there's also a 2-speed transmission. First gear is used for really fast acceleration and high torque, or in dynamic mode. Second gear is used for everything else or just cruising speed. Interesting fact, if you're not in dynamic mode, you'll always be using second gear. Now let's walk around the back side so we can take a look back there. Coming along back here, you can see how, again, really aggressive, really wide, has a presence on the road. Back here you can see this super aggressive diffuser, and it has nearly flat underneath. To see more specifics about the battery, check out the e-tron GT charging video. I did include a clip of the battery in there. So now looking in the back trunk back here, must have a power trunk for ultimate accessibility. Back here is where you would find your charging cable. Your charging cable comes in this case with clips on the side of the case for you to lock it into your trunk so it doesn't slide around. Now, inside the case is your charger with a level 1 and level 2 connector. That's what would be in here. To close it, press this button here, and then I'm going to back up so I can show you the matrix design dance of these taillights. Now let's see that again in slow motion. As you can see, Audi truly is a master of tastefully done LED lighting design. Something I highlighted earlier in the video while talking about the really large wheels, which highlights the quattro bolsters. And I'm sure some of you at home are being like, what's a quattro bolsters? That's Audi's word for these super aggressive wheel arches here, and so you can see it's got a super wide. So as I did with a different car, now you can see how wide and how low this car is. Before we hop in the interior and take a closer look in there, I wanted to highlight the matrix design animation on the front headlights too. Let's take a look. Now let's see that again in slow motion. Now in the interior of the Audi e-tron GT, you notice it's styled effortlessly. Everything is completely driver focused, where it's just tilted ever so slightly towards me so that I can have access to anything I try and need to do. You'll notice too the air leather on the steering wheel, which makes it super easy to grip. Flat bottom with heated steering wheel. Pretty crazy and pretty exciting that Audi is starting to do this in these cars. But you notice as you do a quick pan all across the interior, it truly is amazing, and it looks much like the S3 we looked at like a couple weeks ago. Now, and the other thing too is the e-tron GT up here comes with this optional fully panoramic moonroof up here. Now highlighting some of the little details on the e-tron GT, you'll notice the carbon fiber here, the matte carbon right here. You'll also see this interior ambient lighting, which can be changed to any color in the world. The e-tron logo lit up here, but also that inverted honeycomb design in the interior as well. Coming over here, Audi also brought their new shift lever in the GT with the park button up here. Push, pull back for drive. Push up for reverse. You can also have the 3D camera, which does actually show when you're moving backward. I'll demonstrate that now. This vehicle is also equipped with Park System Plus, which means it will park itself by pressing this button here and selecting the direction you would like it to select the spot. The e-tron GT, just like Audi's every other electric vehicle, has the super customizable center screen here. So if you press, you can have your full map screen there. If you press view, you can get larger dials. You can also change with more information, date and time, your range, consumption, short-term memory, long-term memory, driver assistance, so you can see cars in front of you when you're driving. Traffic signs, if there's anything, it would be telling you. Scroll up to the top. You can see your media when you have your phone connected via Bluetooth. Bluetooth for your phone there. It also has paddles for regeneration. On electric vehicles, you may ask yourself, why the heck would you need paddles? But you can use it here for regeneration, holding the different paddles for more or less regeneration, similar to a one-pedal feel. So if you notice, if you can see right here, I'm adjusting the level of regeneration. So if I pull the minus paddle for more regeneration, you can see the different levels. Audi took it to a whole new level with the seats on the e-tron GT, as you can see here. I would say it's pretty Porsche-like. With the fine nappa on the interior, the e-tron GT, but not the RS, has the option for a leather-free interior as well. This one with the Performance Pack, however, has the full fine nappa leather seats with all the different powerway adjustments, this side bolster down here, and heated and ventilation. And of course, since this is a Gran Turismo vehicle meant for long drives, it does have massage seating too. No falling asleep on the way to wherever you're going. Coming over here to highlight some of the small yet unique features of the e-tron GT, you'll notice the e-tron GT logo on the door sills right here. Coming down just a little bit further, you have the e-tron GT specific puddle lights. And then going up to these super aggressive, bolstery door panels here with leather right here, Dynamica, carbon fiber, these metal for the door handles, Bang & Olufsen speakers here, more interior lighting. And then we go up for something else that we saw on the SQ8 video we did not too long ago, frameless dual laminated windows. Now if you're lucky enough to own one of these, you may get it home and be like, oh my gosh, where's the front button? Where's the button to release the hood? That's what I'm here for. So right here on the back of the driver door, you'll notice this button right here. Press this guy. You'll hear it electronically release the frunk. Release it. Pretty decent sized frunk. Fit a couple of carry-ons for a nice weekend trip. Now since the Audi e-tron GT is still such a low production vehicle, I'm sure many of you haven't actually gotten a chance to see one or hear one in person. I truly believe that Audi knocked it out of the park with the sound. It's something that's really exciting to hear and definitely is variable as you speed up and slow down. So now I'm going to demonstrate to you what it sounds like. This is the GT in drive. And this is the GT in reverse. Thanks for watching my video. I had a lot of fun making this for you, and I really enjoyed getting to take a look at this vehicle firsthand. If there's anything else that you'd like to see about it, leave it in the comments and I'd love to make it for you.